Hey all, it is Nikki. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about an encouraging experience that I had this week that I feel like was kind of a turning point for just my current project and for my learning to write adventure in general. Most of y'all already know that my current project is an epic fantasy that I've been working on for a really long time now. Part 1 I actually just sent out to my alpha readers, which is super exciting, and I'm getting all the comments. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so excited to see what the consensus is and your ideas for making the story stronger. I am trying not to look at the comments right now just because when I see them, I'm tempted to fix everything right away, but I know that I want to let you get through the story first, and then I can do all the fixing. It's a big project. Like, the part that I sent out to my alpha readers is almost 200 pages long. That's just part 1 of 4, and that's just book 1 of a trilogy, which hopefully would be part of like a 9 to 12 book adventure. The scope is pretty large. I've never written anything that huge before. It can be overwhelming from a plot perspective, like just trying to figure out everything that's going on. It can also be overwhelming because the bigger a story gets, I feel like the harder it is to keep track of what the greater story is that I'm trying to tell. What is my purpose in writing this? Like, I know that my goal is to do it for God, but that's a very kind of ambiguous statement, and that can mean a lot of things. And so for a while now, I've kind of been struggling with the idea that, like, I need to figure out what exactly the point of my writing dream is. What am I trying to accomplish? I think we're going on like 6 years just for this kind of first part of the story, and it's changed a lot in that time. At the beginning, I think I had a pretty solid idea of what the message I was trying to send was, but I'm not sure that I was ever like fully 100% in love with that or felt that that is what I wanted to do. But the story itself was also very different at that time. It's changed a lot. At the beginning, it was more of like a biblical retelling vibe, kind of in the vein of Chuck Black's Kingdom series, if you've ever read that. That is such a cool series. I loved it so much when I was first writing. The author takes the grand narrative of the Bible and puts it into this like fantastic new context and retells it in a way that is so fresh because it's in this new place, but also helps you to remember and understand the actual biblical story better. So cool. The problem is, I was trying to do that with the earlier conceptions of this story, and it wasn't really fitting. Like, I was trying to mash two things that just didn't really want to gel. It took me a long time to realize that I don't have to just retell Bible stories. It's okay if I venture into something else, as long as I stay true to the greater story that I'm trying to tell and that the story points where I want it to point. Because I think I just felt like it was safer to stay in the biblical retelling zone. That's what I know. It's safe. You can't go wrong there. Once I kind of moved away from that, the story changed a lot. And that's where we are today. With a very different story, and I feel like a very different kind of objective in mind as I was writing it. So what is the objective? That was like the big question. And so I was kind of hashing it out this weekend with my mom, my patient mom, just talking through like sort of my frustrations and what I was feeling. I know that I don't want to just rewrite what this author has done, and I don't want to just redo what this person has done. I know that like biblical retelling doesn't really fit with what I'm trying to do, and then I just said it. What I want is just to write stuff that when people read it, they come away feeling like, hey, if God is at all like that, maybe I'm interested in him. Maybe I should look into him a little more. And once I said that, it was like, yes, like this is it. This is the thing. This is what I'm trying to do. And I'd never been able to verbalize it before, but once I said it, it just became real and became clear in my head. That is what I am trying to do. And the stories in my life that have been most impactful for me have been the ones that just given me a tiny glimpse of God's character. Or I could come away just feeling like, oh, God's awesome. As writers, we can barely scratch the surface of who God is. Like, guys, I have so much to learn. I know so little, but I feel like even what I do know, I just want to tap into and share so that maybe it can impact somebody. It comes back to that sort of like C.S. Lewis Chronicles of Narnia principle of like, by knowing me here for a little in this fantasy world, you might know me better out there. That's what I want. So that was my like little gift from God this week, which I feel like he just handed to me to give me the necessary motivation and inspiration I needed to keep moving forward. This is what you're doing. This is your purpose. This is what I'm calling you to do. Go write. Get to work. I think that this is a valuable exercise for all of us. It's so important to know why you're writing what you're writing, and I didn't realize how important until I kind of had that to hold on to. You can just keep that in your back pocket like stormlight to power you in those times of like insecurity or imposter syndrome where everything is just like, I don't know what I'm doing, what's the meaning of anything? No, you have that and you can say, this is what I'm doing, this is my purpose, and it's worth it. So that's my little spiel. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you're okay with the shorter video lengths. It's just so much more manageable for me, and I feel like everybody likes shorter stuff nowadays anyway. So feel free to like and subscribe and comment below with maybe something that you're trying to accomplish in one of your projects right now. And as always, do not forget to spend some time in the clouds today.